So this is an astrology chart. It's my birth chart. And as you can see, you have many different things going on in here. And most of us only know about one of those things, and that's this, the sun sign. So the sun sign, a lot of people hear is your astrology sign, and then they don't always resonate with that description of that sign. And oftentimes that's because they have a bunch of something else, a bunch of other stuff in somewhere else, in another sign. So everybody has all 12 zodiac signs in their birth chart, and not everybody has something in all of them. But they are all ruled, they all rule over a house. So these numbers in the middle are called houses, and they rule over areas of life. So this first house is you. It's your physical body, it's yourself, it's the way that you see the world, it's how people first perceive you. It's just like the lens that you're walking around with. So this is how the energy that people first pick up on when they first meet you. And then when they get to know you a little bit more, they drop into your moon sign, which is your emotions. Actually, first they just find your sun sign. That's your outward personality. That's kind of like that's the way you shine. That's your vitality. That's your essence. The moon sign then is your more intimate world, inward. But I digress because I'm going to go off on a tangent. So this is the rising sign, also called the ascendant. And it's the zodiac sign that was rising on the horizon when you were born. So if we don't know your exact time of birth, we don't know the ascendant. And the ascendant always falls in the first house. It is the self. So your ascendant sign is you. And it's you at your core. And then all of this is you. But this is just like this is how you're perceived when you're walking around out in the world and nobody has even spoken to you yet. This is the energy that people are getting. And it's also the way that you are perceiving and projecting onto people around you. So without knowing this time of birth, we don't know what house the first house is ruled by, right? So we know that my first house was ruled by Cancer because I know my time of birth. And if the first house is ruled by Cancer, then the second house must be ruled by Leo, and the third house must be ruled by Virgo, and so on and so forth. So you can see that without the time of birth, like we can figure out where all the planets were. Like we can figure out that I'm a Pisces sun without knowing what time I was born. But I don't know which area of life my Pisces sun rules. And the sun rules your vitality. It rules the way that you shine out in the world. For me, that's in the 9th house of travel, philosophy, learning, teaching, bigger picture thinking, all of that kind of stuff. Attracting luck. So, yeah, I love my Pisces 9th house sun. I have a very good friend who is born 5 days before me in a very different location in the world, but same year. And so she has a different rising sign. Her Pisces sun, is in the 10th house. So she shines more in her career, in her public image, in her legacy that she's trying to leave behind and that she's building, right? So you can see how, yeah, there's a Pisces sun and it has these qualities. But where in your chart is it? What house does it rule? Because that's going to more deeply flavor the essence of that planet in that sign. So I hope that makes sense. I'll just reiterate quickly to make sure. But without knowing the time of birth, we don't know what sign rules your first house, and then we don't know where any of the other signs are. So we don't know the deeper layer. We just know that you're a Pisces sun. And we can find out some of the other planets based on how quickly they move. I'll save planetary cycles for another video. But yeah, that's why it's so important to know your time of birth. So if you want to get an astrology reading from me, I have them available on my website. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message. But yeah, if you don't know your time of birth, I can't give you an accurate astrology reading. If you give me the wrong time of birth, I'm going to give you an incorrect astrology reading. And if you don't know your time of birth, some people have it listed on their birth certificate. Other people, you have to get a copy of your birth certificate that has it printed on there. For me, I had to go to the Virginia State Health department and request online a copy of my birth certificate, and it was like the long form version. I had to specifically write on there that I wanted my time of birth to be printed on there. I have had other friends have different experiences with the states that they are from, so do your own research, but that is one option. You can always ask your family, they might remember what time you were born. There are also people who can work with your chart backwards to sort of figure it out. I am not one of those people. I do not have that skill. And there are also people who work with birth rectification through things like hypnosis and other such modalities. Again, not my training area. So, but you must know your time of birth if you want an accurate reading.